Hi, it's Bob at American Cannons, and I'm here today to show you something new that we've developed to make your powder pouches. It's a good waterproof way to go. It's going to keep it very dry, so say 4th of July, New Year's Eve, you're outside, maybe it's a little damp. This is going to be a lot easier and a lot cleaner for you to have these all ready, so when you're outside, you're not out there in the dark or a flashlight trying to load up a pouch or get your cannon ready for shooting. These are 2 mil bags. They come 100 in a packet. They're a 2 mil, 2 inch by 5 inch. So they're the perfect diameter to drop down the barrel of the cannon. This is a good example right here of how easy they drop in. 15-inch barrel, you can see it goes right down into it. It's also going to get itself into the firing chamber of the receiver a lot easier and much more effortless than trying to sometimes get the foil packets that we've shown you in the past. Foil packets work okay, they worked well, but this is a lot simpler. It's going to give you a much easier way to load the cannon. Now, the thing I'm going to demo here is I'm going to take the powder, I'm going to measure out for demonstration purposes here. Let's take and let's make a 1 ounce load. Just give it a little shake. All right, we're right there. These shot glasses are really nice. If you shop around, you'll find them in different places. They're a bar item. Walmart even carries them. They have generally a ½ ounce, 1 ounce, ounce and a half, and then filled to the top is right at 2 ounces of black powder. I don't recommend 2 ounces of powder a lot unless you're just doing salutes. Mainly, it's hard on the stand, slamming it back so hard all the time. And you're also going to waste a lot of powder by doing that because of the fact it doesn't all burn it. A lot of it will blow out. There again, the coarser, the better. I wouldn't use anything more than a 1F or what we call 2F. I would stay away from 3F because it's just very fine. It doesn't burn as efficiently in the cannon. What I do on this is just simply kind of give it a little twist. By doing so, you're going to get that spread apart to where you can easily pour this powder into this bag. Then what you'll do is hold it up, give it a little straightening here, make sure you get it down into the corners. Then you're simply going to take and twist the top. Give it a 2 or 3 good twists. What this does, it tightens down onto the powder and gives you a real good tight pouch. Then I simply hold it between my fingers like this, tear off a little bit of tape, roll it around with your finger, and then put a nice tight wrap around it. By wrapping this around, now you've got a really good seal that's going to keep your powder dry, which is important. And it's also going to allow you the ease of making up a bunch of these ahead of time. Sometimes when you're out 4th of July, New Year's, it's dark, you're trying to load powder. The foil packets have worked good, but they're more prone to tearing as you're moving them around. Now, one thing I want to point out here is if you'll take, and just before you're going to shoot it, I would take scissors and cut the top off. This is going to have a lot less plastic that will have to disintegrate in the barrel. And incidentally, they clean out very well. If you do get some plastic blobs in here from the tail, it's going to clean out very good with the cleaning brushes that you get. Now, I'm going to show you this 15-inch barrel. You can see here when you drop this in, it goes right down into the bottom. Very easy. Here's a load I made up just a minute ago. It's 1.5 ounces of powder. Drops right down into the receiver. And it's just going to help guarantee your ignition for the fuse. Another way you can do this is you can take these little brass funnels. Some people like to use them. If you're a muzzle loader, you may have one of these. If not, they're available at quite a few of the muzzle loading shops. So it's an easy thing to use. Myself, what I like to do is I like to take and use a little bigger funnel. It's easier to pour in, it goes quicker. And what I'm going to do again is I'm going to weigh out 1 ounce of powder. Okay, there we go. Then what I'm going to do is take this funnel, hold it off to the side like this, straighten out the bag a bit, then you can just easily pour that down into it. Fills it up real quick, real fast, give it a little tap. Incidentally, a lot of the synthetics that we're using today in black powder, especially in the cannons, we recommend a very coarse grain, first of all. A number 1 or a cannon grade is excellent. can't always find that in some stores, but if you'll go to our powder ink link on our website, you can order 5 pounds delivered to your door, including hazmat fee, for about $125. That's about as cheap as you can get powder, and not only that, it's going to come in these 1-ounce cans, so it keeps for a long time, keeps it nice and dry and ready to use when you want it. Okay, once again, I'm going to take a little piece of tape, doesn't take a lot, an inch, inch and a half, and then hold it, twist that tape around, and get it nice and tight. This gives you a good tight pouch. What I do, just before I drop it into the barrel, which I'm going to show you here, I take and I cut a little bit above or right at the line of where that tape is. Then when I pick it up, I also kind of make sure the bottom is crimped in just a little bit, and then you can see how easy it drops in. Once again, here's an 1.5 ounce load, absolutely easy.